Most med spa owners and physician practice owners wait too long to sell their business, and when they do, they leave over half the value on the table. Today on episode 2 of Startup to Sellout, I'm going to explain to you what the 2 most popular paths to selling are and why one leaves so much more money on the table. If you're getting ready to sell your business, buy your business, or need due diligence, I'm Kelly Smith, owner and founder of Projected Growth Consulting and previous med spa owner myself. I don't know about you, but when I sold my business, I did go to my main competitors. I sold it for what I thought was a good price. However, learning what I've learned over the last 15 years, I now realize there are 2 paths to selling. If you have never explored the path with a professional deal maker, then you probably don't know that there are different ways to value your business. The traditional valuation model, as I mentioned before, is your EBITDA, and it's a multiple of 3 to 5 times your EBITDA. Most mergers and acquisitions or business brokers don't want to talk to you until you're making at least $500,000 a year in EBITDA, which is quite a lot in our industry. That means you're probably doing about $3 million or more a year in revenue. So EBITDA does take out taxes, depreciation, and anomaly expenses and gives you a recasted net profit, to make it simple. But that is a traditional valuation. There is a different way to value your business, which is an enterprise or a market value way to value your business. Today, I'm going to share with you what it's like to work with a professional mergers and acquisition or business brokerage service for small businesses and go through it step by step so you can understand the differences and why you make more than double the money with probably at least half as much stress. The success rate is much higher on the transition because many people don't realize it. Much like writing a book, the hard part's not writing the book, the hard part is marketing and selling the book. Yep, I had to learn that one myself too. A lot like houses always finish late and over budget. I think we can all say that's pretty true as well. So let's talk about, what is this the case? Well, number one, they do have a big pool of buyers, and you'd much rather negotiate with several interested and qualified buyers. First of all, no one works with them that's not financially qualified. You don't want to negotiate a deal only to find out that the person you're dealing with is not bankable. But here's the key. This is a process, not an event. So, from the very beginning of getting ready to sell your practice, the first step is a full business analysis. If you've worked with me before with executive coaching or part of our Med Growth Accelerator group, you have learned how to measure your KPIs. Understanding your revenue per hour, revenue per room, productivity per staff member, your multiples of your production. You know what your industry average expenses are and how you compare to your competition. By the way, if you don't know those things, please join our Med Growth Accelerator or our Lab Scaling Pro group, because we will get that figured out for you in less than 90 days. In the first 4 weeks, you will know your KPIs. You will know your average sale, your conversion ratio, your closing ratio, and whether you have enough leads or you just need to convert those leads better, or maybe do more combination selling, or perhaps you don't have the right membership, or maybe you don't have the right marketing company. So, I digress. Number one, we do a full business analysis, and by working with us, we can help you get that together so that you understand not only what your business has been doing, but most importantly, what it could be doing. So an enterprise valuation is looking at what are the last 3 years of history, what will the next 3 years be, and it's called a 9-year ramp valuation. So it's looking at, if you were to spend the right amount of marketing dollars, actually utilize your capacity and be fully staffed, what do those projections look like? Because chances are your new buyer is either a synergistic buyer, meaning maybe they're a laser company that wants to add your services. Maybe I would be a good example of a consulting company. Maybe a marketing company wanted to add my consulting, or maybe a laser company wanted to add my consulting. That's a synergistic buyer instead of a competitor. So it might not be another med spa or another doctor that wants to buy your practice. It could be something. Well, we're seeing this a lot. There's a lot of roll-ups and a lot of franchising going on. There's a lot of functional doctors, wellness practices that are adding businesses to their profiles. So, depending on the type of buyer, they are actually interested in your past performance, but they are more interested in the future potential if it's done correctly. So what is the capacity analysis based on your current equipment and current staffing? If it were fully operational, or What would happen if we really did the marketing correctly with a great salesperson and a skilled spa director? These kinds of things are very important because if we optimize the performance, we are not selling for your walk away, I'm burned out, I'm tired, I need to retire price, or 5 times EBITDA or 3 times EBITDA. The average sale is $1 million to $2 million for med spas in our area in the United States. But many of those could probably be sold for double that if they had a valuation done by a professional deal maker and it was presented to a pool of buyers, qualified buyers. The next part is really doing a SWOT analysis on your business, your competition, and the market. Is it a buyer's market or a seller's market? Lucky for you right now, we are in a seller's market. Now is the time. It really takes about 6 to 18 months to work with a deal-making company to be ready to go to market. But within 90 days to 6 months, we can definitely have your complete business analysis done and give you the tips that you need to start growing your business so that when you're meeting with a company like that, your recasts look even better. So let's get started on working and improving your business while you still have it, make it enjoyable while you have it, and start planning for the future. I'm Kelly Smith, and if you would like to do a consultation and learn more, click the link below and schedule a consultation with me. And thank you for listening. Just for listening, if you go to our Instagram and type in FAQs, we will send you a checklist of frequently asked questions about buying and selling and due diligence about elective medical practices. Thanks so much, and don't forget, it's all about the implementation.